Sherboard is distributed by Semco. In business since 1947, Semco is the leading manufacturer of light gauge framing materials, trusses, drywall, and lath trims produced from prime steel only for the construction industry. Their facilities are located on the West Coast, are state-of-the-art. Their distribution network is worldwide and prepared to meet all of your light gauge product requirements. The screws recommended for installation of Sherboard shown here are the 8-2 self-tapping drill screws manufactured by Dart Industries. A longer drill tip guarantees that the two metal components will connect smoothly. The other tools all present on the job site today are just normal construction tools. Screwing Sherboard to metal framing is no different than screwing plywood or drywall. Unlike plywood, Sherboard does have a very important difference though. Sherboard requires no furring of the wall surface to accommodate the drywall operation later. It's flush already. Also, you're installing the drywall at the same time. This combined operation saves time and money for the contractor. Sherboard may also be used on the exterior of the building by laminating exterior gyp sheathing or DensGlass for the tile applications or plaster. Also, the length of Sherboard can be manufactured to accommodate any special job application. Hand-fed screws were used in this video, but correlated screws are available to speed up this installation process. Cutting Sherboard is easy by using a carborundum or carbide tipped saw blade in your skill saw. Score the sheet steel only, remove the unwanted sheet steel, and then apply the sheet to the wall surface. After the sheet is attached, use the router to remove the drywall in the openings. In most cases, large openings do not occur in shear walls. These areas would actually be covered with drywall only. But occasionally Sherboard is used for backing for cabinets, wall-mounted fixtures, or security. And in those cases you would need to use these operations to remove large sections. Be very careful to use eye protection while cutting the sheet steel. Plugs and switches are commonly located in shear walls, and the video demonstrates the ease of application of using the router after the metal is removed. Routing out the drywall is no problem. The last demonstration is a full-length cut. Score sheet, as was previously shown. Slice the drywall with a razor knife and break the sheet. As you will see, it's a snap. SureBoard Series 200W is a revolutionary new shear panel used on wood studs as well as on metal studs. There are new skill saws, the conventional nail gun and nails, caulking guns, and your pass load gas-powered nail guns for installation of windows. For cutting and installing Series 200W on wood framing, it is just as simple as it is to cut or use conventional shear panels. The only difference is that you have a sheet of steel underneath the MDF. The blades that you should use on your skill saw are carbide tip. The new metal cutting blades are available at your local distributor. We always recommend that you wear safety goggles whenever you're using power tools and cutting SureBoard. One of the other advantages of using SureBoard Series 200W with the MDF face is the cuttings are mixed in with the MDF and reduce the combined dust. This eliminates almost all the sparks during the cutting. Our ultimate goal with SureBoard is to manufacture products to fit. This will help eliminate labor of cutting and wasted material. The SureBoard installation is performed as shown by marking your studs before you start. Apply the SureBoard only where it's necessary. With SureBoard, additional furring is not required at the ends to allow the drywall to be flush and level. As you can see, nailing into 200W is performed effortlessly with your standard nail gun. When drywall is installed over Series 200W, the drywaller installs the drywall in a horizontal orientation. Doing so laps over the joint, and this eliminates any furring of the wall. The new screw guns you'll see in this video show how much easier it is to install the drywall on a wood stud wall as well as on steel studs. The installer does not have to feed the screws in while he is trying to hold up the sheet and install it. As we have shown with the Series 200, cutting the plugs and switches in 200W should be done before you hang the sheet. Installing windows on Series 200W is a breeze, as you can see from this video. Series 200W guarantees that the plaster is going to maintain the same thickness within 1/8 of an inch, and you don't have to order special jams. The caulking is the same as you would normally use during installation of windows and doors. The moist stop and the flashing is the same. We just recommend that the staples you use for installing the flashing be 1/4 inch long. That is sufficient. We know that your installers will have no difficulty installing windows or doors over Series 200W. The tools for installing Series 200W on steel framing are the same tools you are using today, with a few improvements. One is the Grabber collated screw gun. They supply screws for wood framing, steel framing, and the installation of drywall and plaster. Any brand of power saw may be used with the standard carbide tip or steel cutting blade. We are currently testing pneumatic nail guns for installing SureBoard on steel. And don't forget, use your safety goggles whenever you're using power tools on SureBoard. Installing SureBoard 200W on steel framing is much easier than the standard X-bracing or sheet steel. We recommend that SureBoard be installed in a vertical orientation to the wall. Using the collated screw guns will be much quicker and more economical for installation. See how easy you can install on any gauge wall framing. SureBoard has also passed all 1 and 2 hour fire rated tests. Using SureBoard will save you a tremendous amount of labor on the light gauge shear walls. This pictured Milwaukee skill saw is very good at managing steel fragments during your cutting. Check with your local tool supplier for pricing and availability in your area. We look forward to helping you move into the next generation of shear. Those of us at Semco and Intermat would like to thank Compass Homes, and Nicholas Lane Contractors for allowing us to film this video on their job site in California. And in addition, Semco and Intermat look forward to helping you with all your future projects. We are anxious to answer any technical or mechanical questions you may have through our tech service department at Semco by calling our toll-free number or through the website shown on the screen. If you require any additional printed literature, please don't hesitate to contact us. And again, we look forward to working with you soon.